I was struggling. I was struggling with identity, and I was struggling with your sense of self-respect or your sense of drive or where you want to be pales in comparison to where you are.
Being born a creative can be one of the best things that ever happened to you and one of the worst curses that was ever put upon you. My name is Wes Clark, and I'm a 24-year-old writer-director, and today I want to do something a little bit different than my usual. I want to have some kind of conversation with you, the audience, about what it's actually like to be a young creative. When you're in high school and you're in college and you go to art class or you play your instrument, you can feel truly at home being yourself. It can feel like this is the only place that you are meant to be. But once you actually get out into the world and you have to start putting those skills and those talents into an actual profession and a career, you can feel stuck far more than your friends who just simply went into business or they went to work at some company that has a path, a clear way for you to get ahead of the rest of the competition. But as a creative, there is no path, there is no way forward. You have to just brute strength it, try new things, and eventually find your way to greatness. And that's what I want to talk about today, is greatness. This past weekend, I watched the Golden Globes, where Timothée Chalamet won Best Actor. And as such a young actor, it reminded me of his speech he gave back at the SAG Awards almost a year ago now.
The actor goes to Timothée Chalamet.
I know the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role and how much this means to me, but the truth is this was 5.5 years of my life. The classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role, but the truth is I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. I'm inspired by the greats. I'm inspired by the greats here tonight. I'm as inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis, Marlon Brando, and Viola Davis as I am by Michael Jordan and Michael Phelps, and I want to be up there. I don't want to shy away from that pride. I know pride's like a deadly sin and all that, but I'm just so proud of the work I've been able to put in. I give 170% in everything I'm doing, no but there. I'm giving it my all. Something like the Dylan Project, these aren't watered down experiences. I'm going Daniel Day-Lewis on all of them. I'm not saying in process, but I'm saying in level of commitment. And I don't know, man, it sounds like I'm desperate saying that or something, but
no, it sounds like you're a professional and you want it to be the best it can possibly be.
Yeah, and increasingly I don't want to shy away from saying that.
I don't want to knock anybody's hustle, but Timothy, that should have stayed in your journal, my friend. I'm sorry, Timothy, you know, there's like inside thoughts and outside thoughts, and he just blurted it out, and I just thought to myself, you little brat. And I felt that if my daughter up there went up there and said something like that, I'd be like, to quote one Kendrick Lamar, be humble.
What I love about Timothée is that he just says the quiet part out loud. The truth is, all creatives, to some level, want to be great. They want to have their work seen by millions, and they want to have that level of interaction with humanity. The reality is that what is being creative? To me, it means having a different vision and a different view of the world, going to an art museum and not just seeing random brushstrokes of random colors, but seeing the story that those artists are telling with their materials. As a filmmaker, it's about the theme and what the story is trying to express to the audience while entertaining you at the exact same time. And what I love so much about Timothée and a lot of his work is that he isn't afraid to just come out and say it. He isn't afraid to say that, yes, he wants his work to be viewed, appreciated, loved. And I think in a lot of sense, why wouldn't he? Of course he does. Because if he actually gets to be a working actor, that would mean that people watch and love him. And I think this is true across the board. If you're a filmmaker, all you want is for someone to watch your movie, have some connection to it, and have the need and the feel to want to watch more of your work, message you, DM you, comment, leave likes, leave dislikes. It doesn't matter. You just want people to interact with it. And what I love so much about Timothée is that he's not afraid. He wants to be upfront and be intentional about what he does at every single level that he goes. Just like him, I'm starting at a low level. I'm in the indie space. I'm in indie hell, as many people call it. But once upon a time, Timothy was too. He started out just like all of us. He wanted to ditch school and just be an actor. He wanted to dance. And there's so much footage of him just having fun as a kid, expressing himself and learning who he truly is. All of those small decisions, good or bad, ups and downs, led him eventually to being the lead in Marty Supreme, one of the best A24 movies I think has ever come out. And so yes, when he wins these awards and he says, listen, I want to be great. I want to be someone that you can look back on in 30 years and say, wow, what a repertoire, what a catalog of films. I want to be him. And guess what? While I don't want to be Timothy, I don't want to act, I do want to be great. All creatives want to be great. They want to be able to tell their stories and connect with audiences in ways that maybe those people weren't even able to connect with themselves. And that is the greatest part of being a creative. That is the best part of being a creative in 2026, is that for the first time, perhaps ever, we're able to tell stories for less money, with fewer resources, with fewer people, and quicker than ever before. And so if you get anything out of this video, get anything out of Timothy's career, it's that it's okay to want to be great, but it's the intentionality and the purpose behind it that matters the most. He doesn't want to be great because he wants to be rich. He doesn't want to be great because he wants to live in mansions and be around beautiful women. Yes, that comes with it. And obviously, yes, that's true for him. But if you actually listen to what he says, if you listen to the interviews that he's had, Timothy wants to be great because he wants to get so good at his craft that he is simply undeniable. And so do I. And so does every other creative in your life. So when a friend of yours makes a movie, when they make a short, when they play their instrument and put a video of it up online, or they make a painting or a sculpture, interact with it, comment on it, ask them how they did it, what went wrong, what went well, because all they want is the validation of being seen. With enough hard work and enough dedication and intentful action, you can get there too. If Timothy can do it, you can do it. And if he can do it, I can do it. And that's what I plan to do. I plan to be a great director one day, and I'm going to work my ass off until I get there.
I think when you're growing up, you always feel out of your body. You're looking in the mirror to confirm your identity or to shred your identity or to hate yourself. And, I think that's probably the most challenging period in life when you're truly a fish out of water. But the brilliance in that, too, is then you can kind of search for your identity, search for what makes you feel grounded, find the good people in your life, those non-toxic ass people. And I think that's what I would say.